We are not disconnected, but deeply connected to our thoughts, our emotions, and the world around us. This distinction is vital because it shifts our perspective on solitude. Instead of fearing it, we can begin to see it as an opportunity. In solitude, we have the chance to confront our fears, to question the stories we have told ourselves, and to redefine our relationship with ourselves and others. It is in this space that we can cultivate self-awareness, resilience, and inner peace. The transformative power of solitude lies in its ability to reconnect us with our inner selves. When we embrace solitude, we discover that we are not incomplete or lacking. We are whole, and in our aloneness, we are profoundly connected to the entirety of life. This realization is liberating. It frees us from the need for external validation and allows us to find fulfillment within ourselves. Hence, embracing solitude does not mean rejecting relationships or isolating ourselves from the world. On the contrary, it enhances our connections with others. When we are comfortable with our own company, we bring a sense of wholeness to our relationships. We are no longer seeking validation or fulfillment from others because we have found it within ourselves. This creates healthier, more authentic connections based on mutual respect and understanding. The journey into solitude is not without its challenges. It requires courage to face the discomfort, to sit with our thoughts and emotions, and to confront the parts of ourselves we would rather ignore. But it is a journey worth taking. In solitude, we find clarity. We gain a deeper understanding of who we are and what we value. We discover our strengths and confront our vulnerabilities, and in doing so we grow. From an early age, we are conditioned to seek connection, validation, and approval from those around us. This need for belonging is deeply ingrained in our psyche and serves an essential purpose. Humans are by nature social beings. However, this very need can make solitude feel unnatural, even threatening. We associate our worth with how others perceive us, measuring our value based on external feedback. Yet, paradoxically, it is in solitude that we often find the clarity and strength to confront our true selves. The discomfort of solitude is not a sign of something being wrong, rather, it's a sign of something being uncovered. In the absence of external distractions, we are left to face our thoughts, fears, and insecurities. It is in this space, free from the noise of others' opinions and the constant demands of daily life, that we can begin to truly know ourselves. But to reach this point, we must first confront the discomfort head-on. The initial moments of solitude can feel like standing in a storm. Your mind races with questions. What am I doing here? Shouldn't I be with someone? What if I'm missing out? These thoughts stem from a deep-seated fear, the illusion that we are incomplete without others. But if we stay with this storm, something remarkable happens. As the chaos subsides, a stillness emerges. In this stillness, we begin to hear a different voice, a quiet, steady voice that has always been there, our inner self. This inner voice does not shout or demand attention, it simply exists. And as we listen, we realize that the fears that once seemed so loud were merely echoes of past conditioning. The fear of solitude is often tied to the fear of emptiness. When we are alone, stripped of our roles as a parent, partner, friend, or colleague, we are left with the question, who am I? This question can be unsettling, because we often mistake our roles and labels for our identity. Solitude challenges this illusion, forcing us to confront the possibility that we are more than what we do or how others see us. But here's the truth. Solitude is not empty. It is full of life, presence, and potential. When we embrace it, we discover that the emptiness we feared was actually a spaciousness, a space in which we can breathe, reflect, and simply be. It is a canvas upon which we can paint our thoughts, dreams, and desires without judgment or interference. Another layer of the fear of solitude comes from the stories we tell ourselves about it. We often equate solitude with loneliness, imagining a life of isolation and longing. But loneliness and solitude are not the same. Loneliness is the feeling of being disconnected, even when surrounded by others. Solitude, on the other hand, is a choice, a conscious decision to connect with ourselves. It is a state of being that allows us to explore our inner world and, through that exploration, connect with the world in a deeper, more meaningful way. The fear of solitude is ultimately the fear of transformation. When we are alone, without the distractions of the outside world, we begin to shed the masks we wear. This shedding can feel like losing something, but in truth, we are gaining something far greater: authenticity. In solitude, we are free from the expectations of others. We can explore our thoughts without judgment, feel our emotions without suppression, and discover our desires without interference. It is in this space that we reconnect with our essence, the part of us that is unchanging and infinite. So why do we fear solitude? Because it challenges us to let go of the familiar and step into the unknown.